live. Good evening, guys. We are live from the Devil's Pit.
Yes.
Andrew here is going to go inside. He's going to be put into a coffin, and
we're going back to Newcastle.
Yeah. And we're going to sit around, the rest of the guys are going to sit around the table and ask some questions and stuff like that. So
if you sit here, Mark, we get the camera view straight through.
Yeah. So yeah, here we go.
Let's do it.
We love you, Christy.
We'll tell you when you come out.
Leave your van keys there, quick, get it to go home at some point.
So you go if you want to pop in there.
For the wheel.
Eh?
No, I'm joking.
It is made for big people, isn't it?
Well,
Just about, you know what I mean?
Just about, aye.
Just about.
do you want a hand cream?
No, you're right, you're right. Don't worry. Okay, so now we're going to put on the PSP7T Spirit box in here. So he's got the white noise frequency in there with him. And then he's locked on two. So we're going to leave him now with just the spirit box on in the dark for a period of around 10 minutes. And then after that we're going to activate the strobe light inside of there. It's also got a mirrored ceiling in there. So this is sensory deprivation in every direction of what we can hit it with.
How come we can hear the spirit box then and you can't hear us?
Because of the spirit box.
Because of how loud it is.
Every load in there.
Because he's in enclosed space.
Yeah.
So you can ask any questions anytime you like. So we'll pick an area of his body. So choose, so you could say, okay, touching on the left leg. You could say right leg, on his head. Pick just one area each and continually over the period ask the spirit to touch you in that place. Show yourself to him in the mirrors, in the light, okay? Things like that. And then when he comes out, he'll be able to tell us if he saw anything, if he got touched anywhere, things like that. Yeah?
So when can we start asking?
Anytime.
Okay.
Anytime you like.
Hi, Spirit. Or spirits. Could you, or for all of us really in the room, could you touch Andrew right on the centre of his forehead?
Could you now brush against his right shin?
The questions we ask, are they about Andrew or are they about...
You can ask anything you want.
Right.
Anything at all.
Spirits, can you ask Andrew how many children he's got?
Great question. Personal. Everybody thinks it's got to be about this, here, or whatever. So the more intelligent responses would be personal questions about the person who's actually taking part in that experiment as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, people think when you're investigating, it's got to be a direct question to spirit. It hasn't. What we're looking for is an intelligent response. Okay, that only that person, one person would know. That we wouldn't know, you wouldn't know. Do you know what I mean? But where are we getting those intelligent responses from? Like when you're making spirit boxes or ITC devices, you know, they all do the same job at the end of the day. That's great in there. So if you use your radio spirit box, that one's got an aerial on. But if I was doing an experience like that, I would use one without an antenna in there. Because basically it's the white noise frequency that you want, not the interference from the radio stations. Because that's all you're listening to basically. It's lyrics from songs, news channels, things like that. But it's the white noise frequency that they say gives spirits the voice to speak to us. So that's what we're looking for, that frequency. Yeah.
Spirit, can you tell Andrew what I have under my hand on the table?
That candle on the middle candle starting to flicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's anybody who can take any energy inside of that tube, see if you can sit on his feet. Put pressure on his legs by his feet. Put a weighty feel.
Could you touch his left cheek? And could you tell us how many siblings he's got?
Spirit, can you ask Andrew what his wife's name is?
Spirit, can you make Andrew's left hand go warm or warmer?
So what we'll do in a moment is we'll activate the strobe light inside of there, because he should be now adjusted to the darkness. So this is going to blow his head away. This kid's head. You might even hear him scream.
Spirit, can you show him a vision of a woman?
Spirit, what animal does Andrew's mum have?
So we do a lot of different experiments in here. So this table will be used for fire spraying. Have you ever done that before?
No, that's right. No.
Spirit, can you get Andrew to say the word Northumberland when he comes out?
That's a good question. That's a great mate if he does that. You don't know.
You don't know the answer, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Some of the daftest questions get the best responses. Do you know what I mean? People think it's always got to be related, but it hasn't. If he comes out there and said that, we would all be like, okay.
Yeah.
Stunned. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Can the spirit tell Andrew to remember the number 7?
Mine's just gone blank.
Could you now put slight pressure on Andrew's abdomen?
Ask him for his big number.
I tell you what, someone ask him if he comes out and tells
With a
us
big
his
number.
number.
Yeah.
Spirit, what are the last 2 digits of Andrew's phone number? Could you now release the pressure from Andrew's abdomen?
Spirit, can you show Andrew in the mirror himself as a younger person?
Spirit, can you show Andrew a picture of himself in a kilt? Don't know why I got that, but it's just come up.
Great question. Something saying your mind, that's
Yeah.
always say it. Every single person has an ability to deliver message, pick up on something. Everyone. So if it's there, it must have some form of relevance.
I'm getting the noise bagpipes, that's why I was thinking that.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
You've got a question.
I've got loads of questions. Only. Okay, so could you show Andrew, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you show Andrew a vision of an elderly male inside of that mirror? Just make him feel your energy right above his head as it's coming down on him. So you can give him the age of this male. Let's say the number 67. So you can use that message to show yourself to. So you may come out there and go, nothing
Oh, yeah.
at the same time.
But it doesn't mean there's nothing's happened.
100%.
That's it.
100%. So these experiments are made for a lengthy time period. So it seems if you do the Ganzfeld experience, people think you can jump on, do 10 minutes and expect miracle. It does not work like that. It's
And if it did, it wouldn't be real.
But especially when you do sensory deprivation. It's
Could the elderly spirit that's just shown himself to Andrew in the mirror just hold his hand and give it a squeeze? You just turn it straight off.
Spirit, can you give Andrew a scent that that makes him aware that you are there? A smell of some sort.
good question.
Spirit, can you make Andrew feel happy, calm, and restful?
Sounds like something came through the spirit box then.
I think he coughed as well.
Did he? Okay. Unless it was that what we hit right here then.
Spirit, can you make that middle candle on the table on top of that lid go off?
Now we're playing with him a little bit in there by switching the lights on, off, on, off, on, off. And he's giving that blinking effect. Triggering the brain. That's what we're looking for.
We've got really good.
Those one?
I know, but I can feel like it's just like
Yes, why do
I know, it just feels like all of a sudden the temperature's just dropped all of a sudden, but that's really the door, yeah.
Yeah, but do you think it's from the door or a different kind of temperature drop?
I
Don't-
think
don't
it's,
dismiss
I
it 'cause
think
the
it's
door is
here.
No. Aye.
I
Yeah.
think it's here behind this.
Yeah.
I can feel something around my legs.
I just think it's here behind us.
Okay.
But the, like I said, the hairs of
I've
the
got a
back of
cold
me,
nose, but I think that's from the dog.
the hairs of the back of my neck is like on edge. I feel like something stood behind me.
Spirit,
Well, there's
could
nothing
you
in
make
that
sure
room.
that Andrew
That's a work room.
is warm?
Yeah.
More than welcome travelling.
Can you
And
give
that-
him an overwhelming warm feeling?
And in that door there's my meditation room. And
Right.
you can have a look in there as well if you wish. Or copper pyramids in there.
You got it.
You can imagine that's a
What's
peaceful, calming place.
Or copper pyramid. It's what you sit underneath to meditate. It raises the ions in your blood and charges up with the crystal apex on the top of it. It's totally opposite to everything else in there. It's very light, very tranquil.
Do you spend most of your time here?
Yeah, pretty much all my life. It's my last week, so I love it. I love it.
You can tell me that passionate.
Spirit,
Yeah,
can,
Go on, go on, you do it.
Spirit, can you tell Andrew what my dad's name is? My dad's now in spirit. Can you give him my name? Sorry, not my name. Can you give Andrew my dad's name?
What were you going to ask?
Spirit, can you make the whistle noise for Andrew to hear?
Spirit, can you get Andrew to taste the flavour of mint?
That's a great question.
It's just trying to get all these
Use your
different
senses.
senses, you know what I mean?
Senses.
100%.
Spirit, could you show Andrew a vision of the sea in the mirror? And there's a boat out to sea. How long have you been in that?
17 minutes. And a couple of minutes and I'll pop
Do you
it
think
out.
we'll remember all these questions?
We've got them on that.
That's why you need a notepad and a pen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's for a good memory.
Excellent.
You know, if he came out and said something that was relevant to what I think
What
what
was,
others would
Yeah.
remember, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because
What
it's
do you
just
use
trail.
this table for?
Huh?
What do you use this for?
Multitude of things. So I use this for a lot of divination. So it's one table, it's copper wrapped.
Yeah.
So two conduits for energy, yeah? So in the centre there's a hole there. So what I would do is I'd place a copper dowsing rod in the centre. So because dowsing rods are great, very basic old school method of, you know, with paranormal divination, many different things. But we like to work with energy. So basically put your hands on the copper table like that, nobody touches the rod, and then we work with natural energy to get the rod to move around the circle.
Yeah.
So no form of manipulation. Very different and very unique way to do it at the end of the day. But it works, you can get some great results. We do fire spraying on this table as well. Multitude of different things that you can do with it. So I've got a Ouija board that was based upon the old 1800s Ouija board by Hudson and Tuttle. And again, it's a wooden Ouija board wrapped in copper, and there's no planchette, you have a circle in the centre. So imagine, you know, like a lazy Susan, like the cake stands that has the spinning centre piece. So basically you all put your things on the copper edge of the board, and using copper and wood as conduits, so nobody touches the planchette. So all your letters and numbers are around the centre,
So the boards
and
then.
you work with energy. So nobody touches the planchette. So you have to really concentrate and focus as a group to get that multitude of energy
To
with,
focus
to
in.
move the centerpiece.
Wow.
That's brilliant.
Again, it takes away any form of manipulation.
And I take it the centre bit on the bearing to stop it from...
Yes, of course, yeah, 100%, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just different ways of different methods, different experiments.
It's thinking outside the
Yeah.
box, because, you know, a lot of
Again-
times I've seen the divining rods being
Yeah.
used, and you think you tilt forward, you tilt back. And when I've used them, I always struggle because I don't get great answers, because I'm trying to keep them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm physically, mentally trying to keep them level.
Yeah.
So you think to yourself, well, is it just, is the answer, should the answers be let the body do what it does naturally?
Yeah.
Or should it be a case of these should cross whether they're level, straight, or whatever?
It's on the person, the investigator, like you just said as well, because they can be very easily manipulated. So some people will slight movement to the thumb, finger, they're going to move.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
how honest you are to yourself as an investigator, of, you know, and then when you're really concentrated, are we blocking that energy from letting it move?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah. So it's many different ways you can.
But that sounds like an absolute ideal method.
Of course it is,
You know?
because there's a form of manipulation, the
Exactly.
possibility eradicates anybody faking anything at the end of the day. So nobody touches that rod in the centre. So yeah.
That's brilliant. No,
It's just thinking outside the box.
It
isn't
really is.
If you look back at really old fashioned, go back to the days of people like Harry Price. Okay, yeah, at some point he was renowned to fake paranormal, but then he was actually a really genuine investigator at the same time in later years, because obviously something triggered with him. It's like, you know,
maybe this isn't just
Some
all
amazing
fake.
people like Harry
You know what I mean?
bells on pieces of string, easy things that can be manipulated by energy. Are you with me?
Yes.
And that's where people aren't doing this old school stuff anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was loads of things that was used for fake all those years
Yeah,
ago.
of course.
But then if you look at the concept of how they were being done, the real results that you could get from them, probably got more chance of a bell ringing or moving on a piece of string than you have a REM pod going off, and
Yes.
you don't know exactly what's causing that. You know, you could have a taxi go past the main road.
Yes,
If you pick,
with a radio one.
Radio, bang, that frequency, as we know,
Yeah.
has a massive scale. So at that point, might be just passing this building or wherever location you're at, bang, it goes off.
And it's just coincidence, it's the same time where you expect it to.
100%, yeah. Yeah. So
And this is the thing. It's and I don't know if I'm right in thinking, but if you're quite new to the energy of using the energy, then if you start like going in at the high levels of sort of like I'm expecting these rods to cross and this and the other, you might be better off working up to it.
correct.
You know what I mean? Rather and then raising the level of energy
Yeah.
rather than expecting something to happen, being disappointed, then maybe faking it or whatever.
100%, yeah.
You know?
And if nothing happens, it's better sometimes.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you prove it's not
Like I said to you
constant.
in here, you know, we can have days with nothing at all, and nights, and I know it's not great for some people,
No.
but unfortunately that's how it is.
Yeah.
You know, like we do a lot of our lives in our supporters group, and basically, you know, like me and Jen have done 24-hour lock-in lives, 3-day lock-in lives. You know, we had 2 days where we had nothing. But then with the right people watching, you understand, they don't mind when nothing happens because they know it's real.
Yes.
You know, the last day, the place came alive, which was fantastic. But, you know, we just had 2 days where we had absolutely nothing.
You look ever so concerned,
No,
like sad.
no, I'm alright.
Has anybody got anything further to ask before we put
Yeah,
it
one
out?
last question before we pull him out.
I've already said something in my own mind
Okay, good way to do it as well.
to see if it gets it comes back.
Yeah.
I've just
But then
been saying
It's
constantly
a
over
good
and over
concept of
again.
what you've done, then all you know.
Yeah.
So if you to do this on another location or a different part of your evening, just write it down,
Yeah.
fold it up, and then put it. Always take a notepad in a packet of envelopes. So each one for you doing a Ouija board. So one person, if you're not on the board and everybody else is, write down 3 questions. Put it in an envelope and seal it.
Yeah.
Put that envelope underneath the board.
Yeah.
Then you ask the questions. You don't lead them into that direction. You just ask a series of random questions.
Yeah.
Questions that are relevant to the answers, and also questions that are nothing to do with the
Yes.
answers. And see if any message comes out on that board.
That would match the answers.
Correct. Like, you're going to be a Ouija board blindfolded.
Yeah.
And again, one person off the board asking the questions. So, although, yeah, everybody knows the basic layouts of the Ouija board, but you do it in the pitch black with the blindfold on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If it goes, chances are you can spell no nonsense. Automatic writing.
I've wrote it on
Is
my
it
phone.
another way to do it?
The
Spirit, one last question. Could you tell Andrew what Craig has put on the corner of the cabinet?
Okay.
Shall I get him out?
and thank you, Spirit, for all your help and assistance.
Excellent. You okay?
Yeah.
Excellent.
He's still awake then.
Well, I mean, he's got that plan for his bed later on.
He probably because he would, he's smart enough.
To be honest with you, ideal for a bed though.
As long as you turn the white noise off, you've got
Sir?
a
How's that?
It was quite good actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you experience anything? See anything? Hear anything?
I heard as if there was something knocking
Okay.
on my right hand side.
Okay. So that would be against this wall. No, the
No.
outer wall. Yeah.
Aye. This sky was on fire,
Okay.
and it's actually quite numb there now.
Right.
So didn't know what that is.
You lie over here with that.
No.
Any names or anything coming to you? Did you see anything in the mirrors above you when the lights were on? Or...
It looked weird in the mirror at the top,
Right.
because to be honest, in all fairness, it looked like my fella,
Like who?
my dad,
Okay. How old was your dad?
76.
Okay.
Can I say something about that? And I don't want to try and go away at anybody.
No.
But in a mirror, the images are reversed. So
Correct.
you ask for
67.
67.
Because you're looking up at yourself and you just hit the nail on the head.
He said
That
show
first image.
Spirit, show yourself as an elderly man in the mirror.
around about 67.
Around about 67, and I looked at Mike and said his dad.
But you said 76, obviously it's
76.
reversed.
When you look in the mirror, you see the reversed image.
Did you see
Yeah.
anything else in the mirror?
No, not really.
Were you told anything? Were you told anything or heard anything?
No, apart from like I say the knocking, scratching.
Only deliver what you experience, which is great.
Did you feel anything touch you?
Side.
Your
And then,
left side.
I mean, I've been having, like, you know when you go through nettles?
Yeah.
And you get the stinging
Yeah.
in my shoe.
Okay. You said shin.
My left, his left shin.
You did say last shin. didn't
I
you?
said
yeah.
gently
Yeah.
brush his left shin.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a few bits of relevance.
Yeah.
A few bits of relevance there.
Were you given
I'll have
any?
to watch it back on the.
Were you given
Yeah.
any
100%
numbers
yeah.
or anything?
No.
No.
But that's just a quick snippet.
Yeah, absolutely.
On a long period of time.
Would you do it again?
I would go and grab a date again.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where he's planning to kill the night, man.
Speak to Liam, if we can do another night and I'll make sure that we've got nothing on at the other place.
Yeah.
I'll have the whole night with you if you want.
Ah, that'd be good.
But then some of these are lengthy experiments.
Yeah.
So as long as you're prepared and happy to do them, that's what it is. Because some people think they can come in, like I just said, you can have 5 10 weeks. It doesn't work like that. You've got to be prepared to do the process.
Yeah.
So, and I think from what you've got, I think you probably get a hell of a lot more with it as well. To be fair.
It'd be good to do a weekend.
Huh?
It would be good to do like a full weekend, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Should we cut the live there?
Because
Yeah.
if you did
And
that,
then
then you
go
could
and,
do everything across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right guys, we're just going to cut the live there for the time being and we'll be back very soon. Thank you.